People wake up on a normal day and suddenly something happens that changes their lives completely.
Paediatric trauma call, 15 minutes.
A lot of really bad things happen to really good people, but you never think it's going to happen to you.
Stabbed 5 times, including chest, and he's got an arterial bleed from his leg.
High-speed RTC moped into wall.
Jesus Christ, what happened? You all right?
I love my wife.
Any reception, can I help you? Yeah, 24 hours, 7 days a week. I love that question. What's your opening hours?
St George's, London, one of the busiest and most advanced A&E departments in the world.
Complete baloney amputation of her leg.
I can't breathe.
He looks frail, doesn't he? He looks like somebody who's going to break.
I think it's going to be one of those days.
A place where life...
Darling, what's for dinner?
love...
It's still as beautiful as ever.
We have a boy.
and loss
Don't make me cry.
unfold every single day.
And they said there's nothing they can do.
All the patients you're about to see were treated in just one 24-hour period.
You don't know how lucky I am to be talking to you right now.
We see situations where someone's life has just been turned upside down. People always try and remember what the last conversation was, or the last words that that person said to them. And I suppose it's so much nicer if the words that they remember are, "I love you."
Jan.
What's your number, man? I say, yeah, listen what I say. I say, yeah, you know, yeah.
Go over there. You told me you got no allergies, isn't it? Drinking? What? Anything.
I haven't drunk for a week.
Yeah, but I mean, you need to tell me how much you drink.
In terms of units.
You can tell me in bottles. That would be better.
Okay.
Hello, Resus.
My name's Will. I'm one of the consultants here. All right. So I'm going to take good care of you. All right? I'm going to take good care of you.
I think I've always wanted to be a doctor, but ever since, I can't think of wanting to be anything else apart from fireman when I saw a fire engine and policeman when I saw a policeman.
Running Resus today is consultant Will. He's been working at St George's for 2.5 years and is one of 18 A&E consultants.
Hello, radiology dudes. It's A&E dudes here.
The jack of all trades is how I think we used to be described.
You've changed. You've got taller and better looking from the last chap. You've changed colour and got shorter.
So you may have, you know, a 3-year-old girl that you are looking after, and then you might go next door to a 90-year-old man, and you have to be able to change yourself and your personality a little bit.
Wait a second. I'm just going to put a different mattress, because he looks like he's going to go for a scan. And then we just slidey.
It's so important part of our job that there is not just a doctor-patient relationship, but there's a human-human relationship.
Thank you. You're very welcome. It's hot, be careful.
Having human contact, touching patients, holding a patient's hand, and talking to a patient is a very strong medicine.
Awesome.
Dream team today.
We'll be all right today.
Hello, St George's. Is it land or air? Air. Okay, thank you.
Yep. 10 minutes, and it's by air.
What is it?
Fall from height, flail chest, nil else. I put out the helipad response team and the major trauma team.
A 75-year-old man has fallen 4 metres at his home in Sussex while cutting trees in his garden.
Helicopter coming in will go straight to CT.
Well, there's always a level of urgency with any trauma patient that comes in. Working here and having this big team behind us and knowing that whatever does come in, we can manage it, and it's not it's, you know, it is us.
Well, if they're relatively stable, we get all of their kit off the patient first here, and then we'll put arm monitoring on him when he's over in there.
I'm always just thinking about the patient, and then we'll be thinking forward. Things may not be quite as they were 15 minutes ago when you got the telephone call.
It was raining, and so he put on his old garden coat and his hat, and he went up. And I said, "Oh, I wouldn't go up. It's pouring with rain. Stay in. It might be nicer tomorrow. Do it tomorrow." He said, "No, I want to finish it." And he came in and I said, "What have you done?" He said, "I've fallen off the ladder." Well, I didn't realise that the ladder was out full length, you know. He was soaking wet. He started to make for upstairs. I followed him up, and he was leaning at the side of the bed, holding his side, just moaning and groaning. I was really shocked because I thought, you know, oh, he's hurt himself. He'd get over it quickly, but he didn't.
Well, are they off their chocolate?
The HEMS team will make a very educated guess at what injuries they have. Our priority is to find out exactly what those injuries are. With unconscious patients, we do full body scans so that we can see every single injury that they have and then be able to manage those appropriately.
Seeing him like that, I thought, oh dear, I hope he does come out of it. So I thought, no, he'll be okay, he'll be okay. That's all I kept telling myself, everything will be okay.
Ready, race,
Is everyone ready to listen? Happy with monitoring. This is Eric. He was 75 yesterday. He has fallen about approximately 4 metres from a ladder while cutting trees in his garden onto his right side of his chest. He's then brought upstairs in his house and collapsed there.
So we just have a listen to the chest at the top end. Some tubes, thanks very much. It's got a chest drain in. Happy? Thank you, mate, thank you. Did you hear the story? Yeah, so he's cutting a tree or something and has fallen approximately 4 metres onto the right side of his chest. He has then self-ambulated and gone up a house that is being built or he's building and collapses upstairs and then starts vomiting.
Life goes so quickly. This is our 50th anniversary this year. I've always dreaded having to call 999 for anything, you know. I've always thought, it must be awful.
Oof. It's almost in his liver.
I had to phone my eldest son first and tell him. It upsets me just to say it. I said, you know, got to get up there, we've got to get up there, go.
Initial results show Eric has shattered several ribs. He'll remain in an induced coma until doctors receive his full scan report to find out the extent of his injuries.
It looked like his ribs are completely malaligned. I thought it was one that looked like it was in his liver. So we're getting settled here. We will obviously wait for the scan. I'm just going to do the blood. Do you want to kind of feel his arms and his legs as best you can about if you want to get any imaging of anything else done?
People do in the gym in Tooting. Well, it's getting worse and worse. It's getting more and more busy, and people just stand around. And this is what they do. They just stand around doing that.
No way.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. They just stand around checking out each other's, and like and then maybe do 1 or 2 curls, and then like give it a load of.
Sis, please don't forget to give Mummy the super drop card when she comes down, because I'm not even wearing foundation today. That's what pains me the most. In fact, probably that's why I'm in the hospital.
I'm trying to do 200 kilo like deadlift. I've got, like, you can see them killing themselves, like absolutely smashing the back to pieces. Instructors walking past. Like, yeah.
Sis, split second. What is the best song from Sister Act 2, in your opinion? Go. Oh, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low. Ain't no river.
Drama student Maria was brought to St George's suffering with chest pain.
I have 2 chronic illnesses. One is sickle cell anemia, and I've had that since day 1. And the other one is called fibromyalgia syndrome, which I'm still learning about. I was only diagnosed like 2 years ago.
I'm actually trying to figure out what we were more excited about in the past. Going to Lewisham Matalan or going to that Boxing Day sale in Regent Street. Like, I don't know.
I know it's bad when I can't even text. That's horrible.
That shoe sale was one of the most joyous moments in my life.
I'm finishing my drama and theatre performance degree. I am into theatre drama like hard.
And I kept those shoes in my room. I brought them all the way to Manchester. I kept them for so many years after I could not even wear them because of how much they meant to me.
And I'm a bit of a nerd as well. Like, I have like over 50 shows that I track on my laptop. And then I've got the shows that I watch on TV. And it's not easy keeping that schedule.
Hi, Maria. How are you doing, Maria?
I'm all a bit of pain.
It's the pain that's brought you here today, right?
Yeah.
Have you had the pain before? Have you had this before?
Yeah, chest pain started in 2011.
Wow, okay. Show me where it is, exactly.
I've got this particular pain that kind of feels like something's sitting on me.
So it's a pressure in the middle of the chest?
Yeah.
Like someone sitting on your chest?
Got it.
Is it? What were you doing when it came on?
I was walking. I mean, I've tried to figure it out. Obviously, it's been going on for a while. What the triggers are, I've got no clue.
Right.
Every day I'm in pain. It just depends on the level of pain. You know, it affects my sleep, it affects my mobility. For someone as active as I am, so many dreams and aspirations, it's very hard to suddenly find yourself feel like your body is a prison.
We'll start simple. Start with something simple like paracetamol. And if you need something more, you can let me know. My name's Alex Gill, by the way.
Hello, Alex.
Lovely to meet you. But I'll have a word with the haematology reg, just see where to go. All right. I'll be back.
All right. Sis, gosh, this doctor's very much in shape, you know. I'm sick, I'm not dead. Walker's grips. To be honest, they should hand those out for free just because we sit here for so long.
75-year-old Eric was flown to St George's after falling 4 metres from a ladder while cutting trees in his back garden. He's still being kept in an induced coma while doctors wait for the full results of his CT scan.
How you doing? Happy for a bit of family? Yeah. Thanks, mate. So he's just up here on the left.
It's more tough for the family at that time to see their relative or their loved one intubated and ventilated in an emergency department. And this is the time when you're going to spend more of your time talking to the family.
Okay, come up this side.
You know, I remember as a kid, it would be my father up the ladder cleaning the gutters at home and getting the leaves out the gutter.
This is one of our intensive care doctors, anaesthetist. This is his little helper.
Oh dear. You can tell when he's done something bad because he goes like white. His skin just goes.
I mean, that injury to his chest is really major.
Really bad. It is, isn't it?
I'm surprised he was able to actually get up and walk in.
If you reflect back what your parents or what my parents could have done 10, 15, 20 years ago, then it's quite different to what they can do now.
The sedation is keeping him asleep. And then he's also paralysed as well. And that's just an injection that we give through with a vein there, and it just completely paralyses you. He won't move. You won't see him move at all.
We saw him laying there on the bed and he was unconscious. They had to have the machine working to keep him breathing. And I just thought, because he'd fallen off his ladder, it had caused all this.
But he does have a significant injury to his chest wall, and we presume that he's got a significant injury to his lung as well, because that would have been bashed and bruised and will be bleeding a little bit.
I always used to think to myself, that on this earth there's a man walking around that I'll probably marry, and I wonder who. I wonder who it'd be. We courted for 4 years and he didn't say anything about marriage, so I just said to him one day, well, if we're not going to get married, we might as well split up because I'm not going to go out with you forever. And with that, he just said, well, when do you want to get married? So, so we arranged it from there. Well.
So it was his birthday yesterday, I hear?
Yes.
75, 3/4 of a century.
So that was quite nice.
What did he do for a living?
The shoemaker.
Oh, really? What kind of shoes? Posh shoes? I mean, as in...
shoes. From a boy, he helped the cobbler down our parade of shops, right from a little boy, and he's always loved shoes. He's done riding boots for the Queen. He's done, you know, and that's the highest you can go, really, so... He always has been very clever, but I would have liked if he'd have been more one for going dancing, because I used to love dancing, but he didn't.
Do you want to see his X-rays? Because they're actually,
yeah.
it just kind of like makes a bit of sense.
Yeah, okay.
You can see this one has gone in, and that one's gone in, and so that's broken there, and it's broken there. This one's broken there and there.
I knew I couldn't start getting too bad because then they'd all start crying. So I had to sort of keep myself composed, if you like, you know, to say everything will be okay. Don't worry. He's going to be fine.
Yeah, I can't even tell where these bits.
It's really bad.
That one's come out.
It's going to be a right operation, putting all those back together.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Hello, St George's A&E. Male or female? Male. 12 minutes. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Hi, can you book in an unknown adult male trauma? Thank you for bed 3. Thank you. Bye. A 26-year-old motorcyclist, not intubated. It is a Hems helicopter, yes.
A motorcyclist is being airlifted to St George's after hitting a crash barrier on the motorway at high speed.
As a motorcyclist, you are very vulnerable to injury. And the higher the speed, the more likely you are to have those multiple life-threatening injuries.
All right, guys, this is Mihal. He's 29 years old. He has come off a motorbike on a roundabout. Looks like he's probably come off high side and then gone and hit the metal crash barrier. Impact has been on his right mid-door axle.
Mihal's girlfriend Joanne is travelling with police to St George's after being told of his accident.
Where I worked, I can hear him go up and down because he just lives down the road from my work. This one particular day, I didn't hear him go past. I ended up leaving work a little bit later than I should do. This was coming up to 6 o'clock. I got a phone call from one of my work colleagues and she said to me, she was like, "Joe, you've got to come back." I was like, "Why?" She was like, "I've had a phone call from the police officer, like your boyfriend's had a motorbike accident."
Okay, this one's all yours. I'll do what I can with this blood. Okay?
Mike used to say to me, "What do you say when a motorbiker goes out? Ride safe."
Breathe in and hold your breath.
That was the only one day I didn't say to him, "Ride safe." So, if I said it, I think he would have been okay.
I think clinically he looks like he might have a flail. He's certainly got a deformed chest wall.
29-year-old IT consultant Mihal crashed his motorbike at high speed on his way home from work. Despite showing no signs of external trauma, doctors are concerned he may have serious internal injuries.
Met through my dad. He introduced me into him, and obviously them two were biker friends. He was not my usual type I usually go for, but my dad turned around and said that he's a really good guy. So I thought, oh, might as well just see how it goes. I found out for myself that we had more things in common than I actually thought. It's like he likes riding bikes, he loves tattoos, he likes all the manly stuff that I like. He's just funny. He's like very bouncy, energetic. He's very, very smart.
So we've activated his code red. So if you go back and just make sure that one of the nurses is setting up that we've got all this stuff for chest drain. Yeah.
Mihal's scan has revealed he's broken several ribs, punctured his lung, and is bleeding internally.
And I might start just running units as his maintenance. He's got a significant volume of free fluid in his tummy.
Sort of give him some pain relief before you start.
He needs an immediate chest drain to relieve pressure caused by his lung collapse, as well as an emergency blood transfusion.
Your girlfriend's here. Yeah, we'll get her to come in a second, OK? The police are with her. The police brought her, OK?
I just wanted to just say to everyone, just fix him. Just help him out. Just please make him better.
Okay.
I was still thinking, I'm just dreaming. I'm just going to wake up and everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be good. The doctors kept on saying that he was asking for me. So I asked the doctor to say to him, I'll be in straight after the drain was put in.
Okay, well, we want to take this collar off.
Leave that right there.
That feels okay?
Oh, I thought the guy's gonna relieve the pressure from my chest.
Your girlfriend's here.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be...
So pretend to be not sick.
Cheers, mate.
Come close.
I guess this is what labour is like, huh?
He was still happy. He's not very much a vocal person when he's in pain, but he was still his happy self.
Wait to drive.
That's right, of course, because it was independent.
It was
And
independent.
What did you have, a little Mini?
No, I had one of those little Fiat 500.
Oh, fantastic.
I had a brand new one in red when I was rich.
Is she growing her teeth? Is she getting some teeth?
Not yet.
Can I hold her hand?
Yeah.
Hospital's nigh on 1 foot to the grave, innit? Thinking about it.
I don't really want to think about it that way.
Just think how many lives must flash before how many eyes in A&E.
Absolutely. I watch Casualty, I know about these things.
We have roughly 400 plus patients coming through the doors every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Some people you remember. There are a lot that you don't.
That's fine. We'll just change it once we get his name. Hello, guys. Hello, sir. Hi.
This is Rusty.
Hello, Rusty.
Yep.
Rusty, I will remember.
How are you, sir? My name's Will. I'm one of the doctors here.
I want one of these pretty ladies.
Should we go this way?
Ah, we've got one of those.
He was sitting up chatting to the ambulance crew, which is always a good sign.
Is that the end of the pentagram?
Business about knowing men's names. I don't want to know your name.
Very nice name.
I've got your leg, Rusty.
Oh, you're lovely.
Rusty, have you been a bit of a ladies' man over the years?
Yes. Have I been married? Oh, yes. My first and only wife. All the others have been wifelets. I'm still in touch with all of them. I think they think I'm incorrigible. Probably am.
There we go.
Slowly, Rusty, drop your leg very slowly for me, very slowly.
There we go. Great, Rusty, we're going to hear the story now, OK? So,
This is Rusty. He was crossing the road. He was struck on the right-hand side lightly, spun around, and then I think he's twisted his foot on the curb and then gone down to the floor. He's giving his pain a 5 out of 10.
Rusty. So your ankle looks like it's broken, and it looks like it's dislocated in the wrong place.
All right.
And the skin over the top is a little bit white. What we need to do is give you some strong painkillers and pull it straight and put it into a plaster.
All right. For exercise, I collect about 10 evening standards and deliver them to all my friends. Anyway, I went to the last call in Green Lane of a friend of mine who'd recently lost his wife with cancer, and he doesn't have many friends and he was feeling very low.
It goes up your nose?
I got to the central reservation and I felt a swish at the back of on my back, and suddenly the wing mirror caught me, spun me round and ran across my ankle.
Cars today are so fast, aren't they? And maybe as we get older, our reactions aren't as acute as they should be.
Why do you think the car hit you?
I don't think he was aware I was there.
I've had so many extraordinary things happen. I've worked being a railwayman and all these sort of things, going in the Air Force, but I had an establishment thing. I've always been a free spirit. Maybe that's a fault, I don't know, but it's given me a lot of interest in life and, in a way, spiritual well-being.
So, do you want the oxygen in your nose, or would you prefer it there? Because it's not really doing much where it is. Should I just put this where it should be, rather than hanging off the side of your nose? There you go.
University student Maria arrived in Majors 2 hours ago.
Where everyone knows your name, and you're glad that you came.
Melissa spoke to haematology. If she's not got a raised CRP and she's got pain that settles with paracetamol, which she pays to, then they're happy that she can go.
Doctors are waiting for the results of blood tests to try and find out what is causing her chest pain.
How would your friends or family describe you?
I mean, the word crazy gets thrown out a lot. Also, they always used enthusiastic. My mum's the same, my sister's the same. They just make me laugh, and they don't like pity me.
I've been really shaky. Hold a sec, Dr. Alex is back. I put you on loudspeaker, sis.
Hmm?
It's my sister.
Is it?
I'll take her off loudspeaker.
Your bloods look good.
Thank you.
Your bloods look okay.
Fantastic.
You mentioned a bit of surface tenderness, didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't you get that now? Did you get any in the middle? Did you get any in the middle?
Yeah.
Just there?
Yeah.
If I'm pushing you there, does that bring it on? That
Yeah,
brings
that
on some of the
hurts.
pain?
Yeah.
Even gentle pressure like that?
Yeah. Yes, I think I've been created to give people in the medical field a challenge. Sometimes it just gets a bit easy for you.
Oh, I see. So you're doing this.
Span in the works.
Keep it
Keep
sharp.
it interesting. Keep
sharp.
on your toes.
If I didn't have those illnesses, I would be a different person, and I wouldn't have the friends I have. You know, who knows? I could be wild, or just I might not even be funny.
This isn't a case of we've seen you, done and dusted, all done, don't need to be here. Obviously, if things change, if things get really bad, come back to us.
Okay.
Yeah? But be reassured for now that everything looks normal.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let me tell you something. St. George's is a nice hospital. My phone was dying. I had no charger. And then they were like, oh, it's okay. We'll find you someone who has a charger. And they charged my phone. Those little things honestly help.
I want to thank you so much.
No, it's all right.
You've been absolutely fantastic, Dr. Alex, and I really appreciate it.
Make sure you come back if you get any further problems with it.
I will. I'll be sensible.
All right.
75 years old, fell clipping some trees and fell, and then got a chest drain by Hems and then started vomiting, so got tubed. He's got an end of the rib touching his liver.
Bloody hell. We come walking down the garden, I thought he was having a heart attack because he was holding his, sort of walking down, holding his side, yeah.
He's been a good husband, he's been a good father. Most women like to get the children to bed. He didn't like that because he said if I'd have put them to bed early, he would never see them. So he used to come in and have a little game with them or play with them for a little while and then they could go to bed. But he used to love seeing them when he came in from work.
Well, they're going to put him up into intensive care tonight, I think.
Eric is being taken to intensive care and specialists will decide how to rebuild his ribs. He will only be woken up once his condition is stable.
So what we're going to do is give you some strong painkillers now, and then we can pull it straight and we'll put it straight into a plaster. Then we'll get some X-rays, okay, and then we'll be able to plan a bit more about how to sort it out.
The pain was absolutely excruciating. To have something like that happen to you is quite terrifying in its way because you're not sure the end result.
So you might start feeling a little bit odd.
Yeah. I've been feeling that for years.
Now you may actually see things and hallucinate a little bit, all right?
You can't do anything about what's happened. You can't turn the clock back a moment. So the only way forward is to try and be affable. Don't become a victim because that's destructive.
Close your eyes and go with it, all right? And you'll be back to normal in about 10 minutes, Rusty. It's all done. It's all done, Rusty. It's okay, Rusty. You broke your leg. You got knocked over by a car, Rusty. All right, you're at St. George's Hospital. All right. Just relax.
I work on the leg.
Yeah, your leg is broken. Yeah? Do you remember? And I've given you some medication that's just made you feel a bit funny. It'll all go very soon. All right?
I'm sorry.
Don't apologise. I'm sorry that I've made you feel a bit funny, OK?
Yeah.
You're going to be back to normal in about 5 minutes. They'll start talking if we hold hands for too much longer. Just go to sleep. Yeah, close your eyes and go to sleep.
What are you thinking of me? You don't want me to ride?
Motorcyclist Mihail is receiving an emergency blood transfusion and is still bleeding internally.
I couldn't do anything to help him. His skin turned grey.
His full scan report has revealed the cause to be a tear in his liver. He's not pumping enough blood round his body to keep his vital organs working.
So he's got a very bad hepatic laceration, and so I can only see him getting worse. He'll need to be in ICU for that kind of level of, I mean, even if from a hemorrhage point of view he's okay, he's got a lot of impaired liver that's going to give him kind of secondary complications. Yep. We're going to get you up to the intensive care unit here to monitor you closely. We're still worried that you have pain that's outside of what we think is acceptable.
You need to be there for that person. It makes the bond stronger, a lot more stronger.
I'm like a cat, 9 lives. I think I got one more.
If it wasn't for him, I don't know where I'd be. And so I think I'll still be in a rut, just front and raving, just most probably going out drinking near enough every day.
Mihail is being transferred to the intensive care unit, where specialists will decide how to repair the damage to his liver to stop his internal bleeding.
Wiggle your toes, Rusty.
Yeah.
Good man. You back in the room now?
Yeah.
Do you know where you are?
Hello. You're James, aren't you?
Nearly. James was the anaesthetist. Very good.
Yeah.
I'm Will.
Yeah.
You weren't interested in my name, you just wanted the girls' names when you came
Ah,
in.
yeah, that's right. Well,
You're in a plaster now.
oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay, and we're going to get some x-rays.
Yeah.
And you'll probably need an operation to get it fixed.
All right.
But you will be fixed.
Yeah.
All right?
Is it a bad fracture?
Yeah, it's a bad fracture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say. It's not fair, is it?
Oh.
There's never been any deliberate pattern to my life. It's all happened by sheer coincidence.
I found the biggest thing in life is to have a good sense of humour.
I agree.
Nobody wants aggression, do they?
No, it's not healthy, is it?
No. And if somebody's aggressive to you, you're on your guard, aren't you?
I've been extraordinarily lucky, and I count my blessings. So if things have happened to me, I think you've had a very good life. Don't complain.
Give me 1 moment, sorry, Rusty.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going to go. You happy you know about
I've got the
everybody?
bleep, I've got everything
You've
else, yeah,
the
no,
bleep.
nothing else.
And nothing else is coming.
Good man.
Tonight's your first night?
Yeah. I've come to this understanding that I do a very selfish job. It's a very nice feeling to be able to say that I helped somebody today, or I made somebody better today, or I got somebody out of pain today.
Rusty, I'm going home now. Relax, all right?
Thank you very much.
We'll sort you out, Rusty.
I'm sorry to be a nuisance.
You're not a nuisance.
There is a sense of well-being after that. I think this is what makes people happy, being able to do something good for another human being.
I am so determined to get well, to move ahead. Who knows what ahead is? I don't know.
Thanks, boys.
I'll follow you around in a minute.
You know, I'm not going to close the shop. Not yet.
Hello, darling. Call us lots of pretty ladies here.
You're a charmer, you are.
I love the Game of Thrones. I love How I Met Your Mother, even though they finished now. I love Scandal hard. I love it so hard. Like, it's amazing. She wears white the whole time and it never gets dirty.
I had 3 crashes on the 125, 2 crashes on my first 600, 1 crash on my second 600. Yeah, I crashed every single bike I owned. Not like I'm prone to crashes, it just sort of happens. She needs to be okay with it. If she's not okay with it, then I wouldn't bother doing it, because what's the point of putting a relationship in jeopardy just for that? Yeah. Relationship is more important than the bike.
It's always been a little bit of Spanish mañana, and you know, I leave that today, I can do it tomorrow. When I'm over this, I certainly won't be able to do that, because life is running short now.
Well, I said to him, you're grounded. I said, you're not going up ladders anymore. So he said, oh, well, we're C. I said, no, you're not. You can't go up a ladder again. I said, not at your age. I said, you stick to the ground.